I'm Sophie Cummings, Curator of Swindon Museum and Art Gallery. Alfred Williams, who is often known as the Hammerman poet, was a man from Swindon who worked for the Great Western Railway for many years in the huge works that used to dominate Swindon. And although he worked in a manual job, working very long hours, he had dreams of being an intellectual, of being a poet and a writer. So what little free time he had, he used to spend learning Greek and Latin, reading the classics, and in time began to be quite well known as a writer in his own right. Carleton Attwoods is the sculptor who made this bust of Alfred Williams, and he's a Swindonian sculptor and artist. And there are a number of works that people can see not just in Swindon Museum and Art Gallery, but also in the town of Swindon, because he had a lot of public commissions. Perhaps the most famous work he did is the so-called Golden Lion, and that's a large statue of a lion that you can see in the town centre of Swindon, near where the old Golden Lion Canal Bridge used to be. And over in West Swindon, people can see the Watchers, which is a statue he did of a group of people. And the original maquette for that statue is actually in the collection of the Museum and Art Gallery.
Condition assessment has revealed a layer of dust and dirt built up and discolouring the surface of the statue. There are a couple of areas of damage, particularly on the nose and left ear. Unfortunately, the bust has also been subject to graffiti, residues of which still remain in some areas. The first step is to clean the layer of dirt from the surface of the statue. Due to the slightly greasy nature of the dirt, the technique chosen was steam cleaning. The heat from the steam allows this method to penetrate the dirt and lift it from the surface, as well as removing the oil-based residues from the graffiti. The missing areas of the bust are filled with plaster of Paris, mixed with a gritty bulking material and artist pigments to achieve the same texture and colour as the surrounding material. This fill mixture is applied, roughly shaped whilst wet. Once dry, the fills are further shaped, and then a surface texture is applied to ensure the fills do not distract the eye when the object is viewed. To protect the bust from the ingress of dust and dirt in the future, a protective layer of wax is applied. The wax is first diluted in solvent to create a liquid which can be applied evenly to the surface. A large soft brush is then used to buff the surface to create the right finish.
The conservation of this object was really important. We've had this object in our care for a number of years, and the condition it was in was quite poor. We certainly couldn't put it out on display. So having it conserved means that the object's now in a really good condition, not just now, but it will take it into the future and mean that we can look after it properly. But it also means that we can put it on permanent display in our Made in Swindon gallery, where people can see it alongside other famous people and brands from Swindon, such as Diana Dawes and indeed Garrard record players.
After the rain, the hills show brighter their green slopes, washed with the essence, purer, clearer, are lovelier, sweeter, plainer, nearer. Life stirs within us, and our hopes, kindling in the heart and brain, forthwith a rosier colouring assume. Earth is studded o'er with bloom. Young we grow, we know not how, banished every toil and pain, as we see the red sun dipping o'er the meadows, tripping, tripping after the rain.